Yo, what's going on, my fellas? It's your boy DyeItTight here, bringing you guys our next league. I told you I'd be back soon, hopefully. After we lost BBR D League in semifinals, we're back. This time in the main league. We're in BBR Season 8, and this time we wanted to rebrand a little bit. We moved up in league, so we also wanted to move up in logo. It's been a while. I've been the New Bern Rockruff for years now. It's probably been close to 6 years, but now we are the Minnesota Lichen Wolves. So wanted to make sure just so no one was confused in the server. But let's get into the draft. All right, so our first pick is Ursula Blood Moon. Just to get that out of the way. But the pick we had 8th pick out of 16. Kind of right in the middle of being mid and having weird picks and having to wait for everybody else. There were some snipes that went on, but I was hoping, honestly, Ursula Blood Moon made it back to me. I was hoping Palafin could make it back to me. I really want to try that mon. Obviously, if like Valiant or Tusk made it back, but that's just being crazy. We did ban a bunch of things. We banned, or they banned, not me. Dragapult, Spectre, one other really good Pokemon that I can't think of that'll come to me. I guess Chen Pao, but that mon's usually always banned. So yeah, first pickup, we are going to go with the Ursula Blood Moon. Super excited to try it. It is a great ground type. It's crazy defensive, super offensive. Can hit through ghost types, which is great. Blood Moon's going to be a little annoying. People are going to be running Protect all the time. I'm going to have to figure out how to work around it. Might not run Blood Moon sometimes. But biggest thing that it does lose for us is a ground type that gets rocks. It's going to mean that Hazards is going to be important later on. We're going to need to get a non rock or ground type that gets rocks. It's going to be really important later on. I am also doing My Hero Academia nicknames. So we got the big man himself, All for One. Next up, we got Iron Bundle, the Biggie Bundle. It ended up coming back. I didn't think it was going to make it back. It wasn't a mon I was dying to try, but it was sitting around, so I got to grab it round 2. This is Gran Torino. Yeah, this is exactly what I need with Flip Turn to be able to get into Ursaluna. It is great speed. There's not a lot of speed. When you get later on, I'd have to end up getting like Regieleki or Hisuian Electrode, which Hisuian Electrode's not terrible. Regieleki's pretty bad. So moving on to the next pick, we got a Azumarill. Double water back to back. Wanted to make sure I had my water defensive water type. I also think Azumarill here was great. I think it was a perfect defensive synergy with Ursula Blood Moon. They're both super defensive mons that can go offensive. It was a no-brainer here. It also checks a lot of the top half. Like, it can switch into Darkrai, Garchomp, Great Tusk, Iron Valiant, and kind of, again, be able to help with them, not fully check. Urshifu, Palafin, Gouging Fire. I'm just looking at ones. Latios. Like, it's just nice to have a mon around that can do that. Yeah, this is a pretty good start. Things we need is definitely going to be definitely going to need some more defense, a lot more offense, and some removal and hazards themselves. So next up, we got Slitherwing, big slithers. I honestly wanted it for the defensive typing, and also before I forget, I want to make sure to shout out Kaz for the help on this draft. Him and I worked together very closely on this one. Yeah, being able to have priority, being able to be another momentum mon. Like, now I have my top 4 mons, have them can do momentum. I can switch into, I can get into Blood Moon very often, be specs and just start putting things, lighting things up. Next up, we're going to have Tinkaton, big tank. Also for nicknames, I forgot to talk the nicknames. Azumarill is Mirko, Slitherwing is Lemillion, and then this is Ochako, the Tinkaton. This is a rocker, exactly what needed. Steel type was great. Another fairy type, because Azumarill's not the strongest, not the best. I think these two paired very well together as being fairies. I feel like they take each other's, they can help each other out, they can both come. It lets one of them do other things. And it also helps Slitherwing. Azumarill helps Slitherwing with a fighting resist, because now if I didn't have Azumarill, Slitherwing would be my fighting check. Next up is Zarude. We got Deku. Big monkey, just fucking U-turn, knockoff, swords dance, great speed tier. I haven't used Zarude in Gen 9, but I'm very excited to. It's like a perfect Scarfer. The 105 speed tier is exactly where I want it to be. Yeah, this mon's going to be annoying. Throw on a random assault vest and just let it be a bulky 4 attacks. Like I said, every other mon right now is momentum. Next up, we're gonna break the streak and go back-to-back momentum. We got our remover. We have Noivern, who is present Mike. Needed a speed tier that was, or didn't need it, but it was nice to just have another speed tier up there with Iron Bundle, kind of push up my speed. Nice flying type, so it was a ground immunity. That was also what Zerud did, help me beat ground types. Zerud also helps with the ghost weakness that I was starting to, or that I was just going to leave on Blood Moon's back. This will help it them work together. Dragon type, very nice. It's just going to be a hard hitter. Next up, we got Uxie. Mon I haven't used in forever. I haven't used it since it got Mystical Power. I don't know if it's very good with that move, but we got another rocker. We now have 2 Mons that can set rocks, 2 non-ground types. We now are pretty damn good on hazards. Yeah, another Momentum Mon, an Encore Mon, a Great Tusk check because it resists fighting and is immune to ground. So yeah, Uxie is going to fit the team here. Next, we have Muck, specifically to counter like the high tier fairies, like Iron Valiant. Right now, it's looking like we're a little weak to Iron Valiant. Having Muck around, toss around some T-Spikes, just being an annoying poison type is exactly what we're looking for. And with that, that leaves us like 4 points left, 3 points left. So I went for very niche roles with the help of Kaz. Uxie is Nejiri. Muck is Kirogiri, and next we have Kaminari, which is Pikachu. Gotta love the mascot. Mostly for a static Pokemon. The top tier flying types like Tornadus and Tornadus are going to be annoying, just clicking a U-turn a bunch. So this would be a static mon, kind of punish U-turns, be able to just to sit there if needed. I don't really expect Pikachu to come to many things, but this was just helpful for that niche situation. And finally, we have Mischievous. This was like a 1-point Pokemon. I thought it was a no-brainer. Nice Ghost type, another Levitate Mon. Just like Pikachu, I don't see it coming to many games, but it is very nice to just have in the bag. But that's all we got. Mischievous is Mineta. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to slap that like button. Make sure in BBR to choose the role. And our week 1 opponent is going to be Keegan, who is a little bit of a known rival, so I'm going to beat the bricks off of him week 1. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.